welcome to the new angle, the new set. One of my biggest tips with YouTube, creating content, is something I've heard mentioned before. My friend Caleb Pike actually mentioned it, and one of the things he's learned after being on YouTube for, I think it might have been a decade, is never announce when you're doing something. Just do it. Don't announce that you're starting a new series. Don't announce that you have a new background, because chances are things are going to change. That's inevitable. I've fallen victim to this many times. Starting a new series, X, starting another series. I've probably right now have 15 to 20 ongoing series that are not actually ongoing. I'd like them to continue, but that's kind of the point here. Announcing a backdrop change, announcing a new series, you kind of pigeonholed yourself to basically only using this backdrop if it's the new main angle. So I debated making a video about this, but the truth is, recently, I've just really not been a huge fan of my own work. And that's been something that I've struggled with all the time throughout my entire career, pre-YouTube, right now, and probably will continue in the future. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's one of the things that propels me, that pushes me forward constantly to always one-up myself. It's not that I think I suck or I hate my work. I'm just never fully satisfied with how things look, how things turn out. I know I can always do a little bit better. So if I'm not pushing my own envelope, pushing my own boundaries with whatever it is, right down from an Instagram post to the way a backdrop looks to how a video is presented, I'm always looking for a way to make that better. Recently, I've been coming in and filming these videos and thinking, watching them back online, what is it? What is that one thing that's just not clicking with me? It's the backdrop. It's too dark. I feel like I'm shooting at night. I don't feel it's inviting for the viewer. I want someone, you, to be watching this video thinking that it's a fresh, bright space. I want the deepness of the frame, the largeness of the frame, how bright the frame is to invoke certain feelings in the viewers that are mostly just in your head, but you feel them when you watch my videos. I wasn't getting that feeling with my own work. I like to call this, when I talk to my wife about it, my existential YouTube crisis. Which is not really a crisis. She'll tell you firsthand, as all of my friends will, I'm overly dramatic with most things. This being one of those things in particular. So I ripped everything down. I took all the lights off the ceiling, I took all the mics apart, I disassembled all my cameras, I switched my cameras, I switched my lenses, I switched everything. I put it all on the ground, I laid it all out meticulously and just stood over it for a few hours, thinking, planning, wondering what was next. I've got this beautiful studio space. Why is it not tailored to exactly the way I want it to be? Well, the beauty is I can change that because it's my studio and it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. This video is brought to you by Skillshare. If you have any time at all extra in your day, in your week, in your month, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it is no loss to learn new things at any point. And Skillshare is exactly that. If you want to brush up on your photography skills, your video skills, your cooking skills, what have you, doesn't matter, painting, you can learn it with Skillshare. There are hundreds of courses to choose from, thousands of courses to choose from, depending on the subject that you're looking for. A few of my favorite courses by different photographers that are friends of mine, Yoon Olson, Trash Hand, Brandon Wolfel, these guys on there teaching their expertise. A lot of incredible artists with great insight that you can learn from. Maybe you want to learn to set up a new studio, maybe you want to learn how to relight something, maybe you need to dive into audio a little bit more. That's the place to do it. So for the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description right now, we're giving away 2 months free of their premium membership. So the first 1,000, now they go fast. They tell me that every month. So if you're watching this and you want free knowledge for 2 months on literally anything, pause, click, sign up, good to go. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Comfort's the enemy of progress. Heard that recently and thought, wow, that's exactly what my issue is. I need to change things up. And sometimes it's as easy as switching a background to reinvigorate the passion for making videos, for creativity, allowing that flow to come back and continue. And that's exactly kind of what this video is about. letting you know that I'm just like everybody else who also goes through ups and downs and ebbs and flows and creative ruts and writing blocks and all those types of things. But sometimes it's just the smallest little spark that can obviously ignite the largest fire. And in this case, it was changing this background to kind of create a new angle that I was happy with. Also knowing that I can move this camera wherever I want for a main angle. I think having everything comfy, everything ease of access, everything's mounted to the ceiling, that's great and it's amazing, and I worked really hard to get it that way, but that was making me complacent. I'd sit down, fire up the camera, fire up the mic, do what I needed to do, hand off the footage, and pump out the video. Pump out the video. That's not a term I was happy with. So over time, I just started to kind of get complacent and grow tired a little bit of the content I was making based off of the visual choices I was making in cameras and lenses and lighting. And all it took was just to get off my ass and change it. So that's my message for you today. It's not to announce that this is my new angle. I guess it kind of is, but I don't want to announce it. But more so that I've made some changes that really helped me as a creator to reinvigorate the passion for video. That's, like we said, a constant up and down. And I challenge you to do the same thing in your own life. If you're experiencing any bit of the same feelings as a creator, as someone that makes things, no matter the industry, I urge you to just make a small change. It's well within your capacity. It's well within your wheelhouse. You are the god of your own social media, of your own creative vision, so get after it. Make those changes to reinvigorate yourself and re-spark that flame. That was one solid take. As you can tell, I'm just passionate about this subject. That's it. I'll see you in the next video.